This will obviously be a really big project with a lot of impact, and I think our team is off to a really great start communicating with the folks who are going to be impacted along the way. So just wanted to say thanks for all their hard work on that. I also want to mention that there was unfortunately a tragic crash on Harrison yesterday, and a pedestrian was killed. And while we don't know the details yet at this time, I'll just say that whenever something like this happens within our community, it is felt throughout our community. And I know that we'll see that as more information becomes clear. I just want to say, and I'm sure I can speak on behalf of the commission, that our heart goes out to the family and those close to the family who are now experiencing devastating and unimaginable loss. And then, so next we'll move on to general housekeeping items or discussion of the commission agenda from the commission. Is there anything from the commission? Okay, seeing none, I will then turn it over to Director Head for the director's report.
Thank you, Madam President, Commission. Appreciate your acknowledgement of that tragic incident. That is always felt deeply by the team here at ACHD. I was out there this morning reviewing, and we have our safety engineering team out there reviewing the site as well, just to, as we do with every serious crash, we always want to make sure that we have the best facilities out there possible. And so, but definitely our heart goes out to the family as well. So, as you'll see, you have a crowd today. We have a number of new faces here that have been hired over the last month or so. And just want to recognize each of them, a number of GEOs who have joined our team: John Long, Danielle, Fernando, Jacob, Joel, Isaiah, and Nolan, as well as an admin assistant, Shannon, who has joined the team there. We also have a project manager, Melody, who's a project manager estimator for the Highway District. Tori is our new permit tech. We have two right-of-way technicians, Victor and Sharon, and Xavier is our IT service desk specialist there. And I believe Xavier's been with us a little bit before too. Was here as an intern working with our team. So we're so grateful for all of these new faces. They're here to see how you operate today. And as we typically do, we have a very short meeting. But we're grateful for them to come and see this important part of what we do here at the Highway District. We wanted to also pause this week and just say thank you to our veterans. Yesterday being Veterans Day, it was an important day to pause and remember. We also celebrated this week the 250th anniversary of the creation of the U.S. Marine Corps. As the son of a Marine, that's a big deal around my family. But we will be having a special lunch for this team tomorrow just to again express our gratitude. We recognize that the rights and the freedoms that we have do not come without a price, and we're grateful for those who have served and continue to serve so diligently. So let's talk about the things that we are building today. This last week, we were honored to host the leadership from the city of Boise at our Traffic Operations Center. The mayor is there. Commissioner Gold, thank you for attending there with us, as well as ACHD leadership was there to help walk them around and help them see the extensive work that's done from a traffic operations team. We're always quick to remind them, though, that that's just a small part of what we do here at the Highway District. And so it was a great opportunity. And they came in what we kept calling a party bus, but they came very excited and ready to learn all about what we did there. Wanted to also recognize the great work of some of our development services team who took their day off yesterday to go and assist at the St. Vincent de Paul food pantry. This team is always so committed, as well as all of ACHD is always so committed, but this team in particular wanted to take the opportunity to just give back at this important time on that holiday. And so just thank you to them and all of our gratitude. As we say here at ACHD, we are your neighbors. We are committed to being part of this community and love giving back when we have the opportunity. Tomorrow will be the reopening ribbon cutting celebration for the Downtown Eagle project. Commissioner Gold, I, and the mayor will be speaking at that event and expressing just our appreciation and celebration for the great work that was done to work through that with the businesses and the neighbors in that area. We had a lot of interesting and work that happened over this last week with the team coming out at night to deal with a lot of different challenges. We've received a call from dispatch regarding a cattle guard out on Cunamora Road that had some parts sticking up. We're not exactly sure what drove that, but the cattle guard was cracked and needed addressed quickly. So our team went out, welded on site, and handled that situation late one evening, making sure that could be fixed in a way that it could continue to serve on a temporary basis. There will be a longer term improvement that will be needed in that area. I'm not told that there are any trolls in that under that cattle guard, but we're definitely going to make sure that it works long term. We also had our team deployed late one evening with the plane crash that happened at Orchard and Victory. Our team, anytime there's these kind of major community events, our team gets called on and was out there helping place barricades, directing traffic in and around the scene that was there. We're always so grateful for a team that answers the phone and shows up when things are difficult, and making sure that we can provide the support to the emergency responders there. We also get called on sometimes in some interesting situations. The Union Pacific was working on this corridor and had hired a contractor, and they decided to walk off the job, leaving a pretty dangerous situation. So our team got called in to address really what was an emergency situation, making sure that corridor could continue to stay open. Our team was quick to take care of our portion, which was that asphalt connection up and over the railroad, and we're able to complete it in just a day and a half and get that fully back open. These are always interesting times, and it's interesting when situations like that happen, but we're always grateful for the opportunity to serve the public in times of emergency. As part of our standard maintenance process, we've been working in the Boise River this last week, in and around the Americana Bridge, addressing and placing rock to address scouring and armor the pier so that it can handle any traffic or any water traffic, anything that comes floating down that river. So that required us to divert a portion of the river, worked with and got all of our necessary permits to do that and work in the river. So grateful for the team who's so quick to address these needs and make sure that's protected from erosion or any ongoing things as we go through the winter and into the next year summer. As noted by Commissioner Gold, we're almost batting 1,000 for every time that we have something in here, that something gets mentioned. But so grateful for the recognition for the team who was there doing the open house for the Linder, State Highway 44 and Floating Feather. We had over 350 people attend, when we believe that was a record for an open house, who came and had lots of good questions, lots of challenging questions. It's a difficult area and there's a lot happening in that area. But the team handled it well. We're also making sure the story is told in the press and getting that out very quickly. Just putting this up as again, as a reminder, as we work through the next 2 months holiday seasons of where we have our commission meetings. We have just 2 more after this one left in this location, and then we'll be relocating the commission meetings up to our Meeker site. So I think there's a little bit of emotion happening from time to time as we think about saying goodbye to this building, but we know that the team's pretty happy with what's happening. The move continues, and it's happening very quickly. We're ahead of schedule with the move, and people are quickly moving into that space, and I'm seeing a lot of smiles. So we're really grateful for that. Noting just a few upcoming events, in particular inviting the commission to those who want to participate in tomorrow's Veterans Day lunch. We'll be having that up at our Meeker headquarters. We'll also have that ribbon cutting tomorrow afternoon. Our all-staff meeting is on the 18th. It'll be here across the street in our Broom shed. And then we have a few holidays coming up, and then our holiday gathering will be scheduled on the 11th of December. And would love to have you come join us at noon or 11:30 that day for that holiday gathering. We'll have a meal and some activities and some annual awards also associated with that. Also just want to note, if you can make sure you have some time on your schedule on the 10th of December, after our commission meeting, we'll have a meet and greet with our leadership ACHD, as well as a meal for them to sit down and ask you all the hard questions, and learn from your leadership experience that you all bring to the table. With that, commissioners, I'll stand for any questions.
Thanks, Director. Any questions? All right.
Thank you
None
so much.
today. Thanks so much. All right. Well, with that, we will be at ease until noon. All right, it's now 12 o'clock. I'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Thanks to everybody joining us in person and online, and please join us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, the first item is to adopt the agenda. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Okay, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up is the consent agenda. Items on the consent agenda are considered to be routine and will be enacted by one motion. There will be no separate discussion on these items unless the commissioner or citizen so requests, in which case the item will be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the regular agenda. All consent agenda items are commission action items unless noted. I don't believe we have any request to remove any consent agenda items. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Madam President,
Commissioner McKinney.
I move that we approve the consent agenda as presented.
Okay, there's a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay, that moves us to the regular agenda. We've got one item, which is fiscal year 2025 Q4 impact fee program balance presentation by staff, and welcome Christine Tandler. I think Commissioner Goldthorpe had a comment for you.
We've missed you.
Oh, that's very nice. of
I
you to
know
say.
that we put you through the ringer for the budget season, and I hope that the therapy that was provided afterwards was okay.
Madam President, Commissioner Goldthorpe, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. For the record, Christine Tandler, Budget Manager, here to present the Q4 impact fee program balance for FY25. We began the year with a balance of 11 million. After record collections and really expenses, we are ending the year at just about $16.5 million in that program balance. Major projects are Eagle Roads and State Street Phase 1. There's a portion of Phase 2 that also was accounted for there. The Lake Hazel Eagle project, and then State and Pierce Park, which are continuing into this fall. Extraordinary impact fees began at 3.9 million and we're ending the year at 4.5 million. In accordance with 246A and Resolution 2331, the impact fee program has been fully repaid and it has a program balance of $16.6 million. I will stand for questions.
Any questions for Christine? All right. Thank
Thanks.
you. All right, that moves us to discussion items, public communications. Is there anybody in person or online who wish to address the commission? All right, seeing none, meeting is adjourned. We do not have any more meetings for November, so we'll see everybody back here December 3rd.